show you some footage from Comic-Con? Listen, they might have only been friends, but she is definitely giving the girl that he tells you not to worry about.
Imagine falling in love so fast that you barely have time to process your previous heartbreak. That's exactly what happened with Ryan Reynolds in 2007.
And I'm not saying anything happened, I'm just saying that there was a vibe. And these two would end up officially together shortly after the Green Lantern premiere, which also made me think of The Town with Ben Affleck and Blake Lively.
The ink had barely dried on his broken engagement to Alanis Morissette when he found himself captivated by Hollywood's rising star, Scarlett Johansson. Within months, their chemistry was undeniable, setting Hollywood ablaze with whispers of a new power couple. By 2008, they were racing down the aisle, their romance moving at a pace that would make even the most passionate lovers dizzy.
Sunset Vibes were vibing when he was married to Jennifer Garner. And then there was a photo leak situation, which I'm not gonna get into. But if you know, you know.
But as we've seen time and time again in Hollywood, sometimes the fastest flames burn out the quickest. Their whirlwind romance would soon face the harsh realities of stardom, proving that not all fairy tales have the ending we expect. Picture being 23, at the peak of your career, and saying "I do" to one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors. For Scarlett Johansson, this wasn't a movie script, it was her reality. The couple chose a secluded wilderness retreat in Vancouver Island for their wedding, far from the paparazzi's prying eyes. But as Scarlett would later confess, she was just a young woman trying to navigate both superstardom and marriage without fully understanding the weight of either.
Allegedly, they aren't the only Hollywood couple who struggled with one party having more success than the other during the course of their marriage. In 2009, Reynolds was cast in the box office failure Green Lantern. Scarlett's career, however, was in full swing. She reprised her role of the Black Widow in the Iron Man series, which was a box office smash. And we all know how lucrative this franchise has gone on to be. The actress went on to speak to Parade magazine, saying, "Acting is a strange world to be coexisting in. It's very volatile. There's always going to be the more successful person because it's related to rejection. Actors, if they're not having success, connect it to unpopularity, to that nobody wants them."
The romantic setting of their Canadian wedding would soon fade into the background as the reality of their union began to show its cracks. Years later, Scarlett's honest admission about her naivety would resonate with many young women who rushed into marriage before truly understanding its complexities. What happens when two stars collide but their orbits can't align? Scarlett and Ryan's marriage became a masterclass in the challenges of long-distance relationships in Hollywood. As both their careers soared, their time together plummeted. Imagine trying to maintain a connection when your partner is filming on the opposite coast or even on another continent. The endless phone calls, the missed special moments, the lonely nights, it all began to take its toll. Their struggle wasn't just about physical distance, it was about the emotional gulf that grows when two people are living separate lives under the spotlight. Their story became a cautionary tale about the price of success in Hollywood, where the demands of stardom often eclipse the needs of the heart.
Reynolds met Blake Lively on the set of Green Lantern in 2010. Okay? But they didn't start dating until after the divorce was finalized. But in Green Lantern, they are romantic leads of the movie. So I don't know about you, but if I was with somebody, they had to do some romantic scene with somebody, and then we split up and they immediately get with them, that's suspicious.
It makes me wonder if the acting was acting.
Behind closed doors, a battle of wills was raging between two of Hollywood's strongest personalities. Sources painted a picture of a marriage caught between Ryan's traditional values and Scarlett's fierce independence. Like two powerful storms colliding, their strong personalities created an atmosphere of constant tension. The man who made audiences laugh with his witty charm was reportedly a control freak at home, expecting his wife to drop everything at his beck and call. Meanwhile, Scarlett, already a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood, wasn't about to dim her light for anyone. Their relationship became a perfect storm of clashing expectations, proving that sometimes two stars can shine too brightly to share the same space. In the unforgiving world of Hollywood, success can be as much a curse as a blessing. While Scarlett's star was soaring with her role as Black Widow in the Marvel Universe, Ryan faced a crushing blow with the failure of Green Lantern. This imbalance created an invisible rift between them, growing wider with each box office report. Picture the tension at the dinner table. One partner celebrating another triumph, while the other grapples with public criticism. The situation painted a broader picture of how success disparities can poison even the strongest relationships, especially in an industry where your worth is measured by your last performance. Their story became a textbook example of how professional competition can seep into personal relationships, slowly eroding the foundation of love. When Scarlett gave that revealing scathing interview to Cosmopolitan in 2016. She wasn't just speaking about actor relationships, she was opening a window into her past marriage. Without naming names, her words painted a vivid picture of the struggles she faced with Ryan. The competition, the comparison, the constant battle for the spotlight, it was all there between the lines.
While Green Lantern failed, many people in the press began to notice Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively seemed to have a great chemistry together when they were doing press tours for the movie. But the thing that made it more juicy to the public was Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson at the time, and Blake Lively was also dating Penn Badgley, who she co-starred on Gossip Girl with. In doing the Green Lantern press tour, Ryan Reynolds was asked how he felt about Scarlett Johansson playing a Marvel character while he was playing a DC character, but he ended up scoffing off the question, saying they've had strongly worded dinners, but then just ignored it. During this time, Blake Lively split up with Penn Badgley and had a brief 3-month relationship to Leonardo DiCaprio. Then everything got strange during the Green Lantern premiere, where people noticed that Scarlett Johansson and Leonardo DiCaprio didn't attend it, but it was just Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds acting like they were a couple. And then not long after the premiere, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson announced they were going to be getting divorced after just 3 months of being married.
Imagine being in a relationship where every success comes with a price, where your achievements become a source of tension rather than celebration. Her candid confession revealed the dark side of Hollywood power couples, where professional rivalry can poison personal love and where the pressure to maintain appearances often masks deeper troubles brewing beneath the surface. The story takes a dramatic turn on the set of Green Lantern in 2010. Picture this: Ryan, still married to Scarlett, meeting Blake Lively for the first time. The chemistry was instant and undeniable, even if they both denied it at the time. Their appearance at Comic-Con sent tongues wagging, the way they looked at each other, their natural rapport, the spark that couldn't be hidden even under the glaring spotlight of public scrutiny. It was the classic Hollywood story: two co-stars, undeniable chemistry, and the complications of existing relationships. Their interaction at Comic-Con became the subject of intense speculation, with many wondering if they were witnessing the beginning of the end for Ryan and Scarlett's marriage. December 2010 marked the final chapter of what had once seemed like a perfect Hollywood romance. The carefully worded statement to People magazine spoke of love and kindness, but behind the PR-polished phrases lay a more complex truth. The announcement sent shockwaves through Hollywood, not because it was unexpected, but because it confirmed what many had suspected. Their attempt to paint it as an amicable split couldn't mask the whispers of what really went wrong. Like many Hollywood marriages before theirs, what began as a fairy tale ended with a carefully crafted press release, proving once again that in the city of dreams, even the most promising romances can crumble under the weight of reality. In the wake of his divorce, Ryan's declaration that he would never marry again rang hollow against the backdrop of his growing closeness to Blake Lively. His adamant denials of any romantic involvement during his marriage to Scarlett were met with skepticism, especially given the numerous reports from Green Lantern crew members and restaurant staff who painted a different picture. The situation mirrors a classic Hollywood pattern: the public denial, the just friends claims, and the eventual revelation of a new relationship. It was a time of careful image management and strategic statements, but as history would show, actions speak louder than words in the entertainment industry. The final twist in this Hollywood tale came when Ryan, despite his claims about never remarrying, tied the knot with Blake Lively in 2012. Their union has since produced 4 children and countless social media moments that have endeared them to fans worldwide. Yet this happy ending for Ryan and Blake carries with it the shadow of what came before. Their story represents a common Hollywood narrative. Relationships that begin complicated often evolve into something seemingly perfect for public consumption. While they've built a life together that appears picture perfect on Instagram, their beginning remains a testament to the complex nature of love and timing in Hollywood, where endings and beginnings often blur into one another.